Hello everybody, welcome back to another How I Did That. Today we're going to be talking about how I did Baldur's Gate 3 dialogue, whatever weird title animation had. So here we have the scene. There's some mountains in the background, which I didn't think actually came through at all. But I gave them like a semi-transparent look so that they sort of fade away into the background. Over here next to this block is where I made the characters, I built them, and then they're not there now because I put them into the scene. Here we have a little boundary for volumetric lighting. So if we go in and let it render a little bit, you can sort of see like little light paths. Okay, not if I get rid of that light. Yeah, you can sort of see a little shaft of light going through. This is a light just to help the characters have a bit more light on their face. So the way that the Githyanki is set up is they have a head and they have, you know, a little like chin draw thing. And that has some shape keys for the different sizes of mouth opening. And then the head also has a shape key for raising the lip. This one's really laggy because it's the head is being remeshed, but yeah. See here? And never mind, it's just a subdivision surface. Yeah, the character's sculpted with the dynamic topology. That's right, I remember what it was called this time. And they are characters are based off of sketches that I had drawn. Let me pull those up real quick for you. Here we go. So as you can see here, I did a little sort of a sketch as to what the background might look like. This is a banana pan, I think it's called. Here we have the Githyanki and the Drow, which at this point, I knew nothing what the character was going to look like race-wise. I decided to make them a Drow just because pretty much no reason. I'm not even playing as a Drow in Baldur's Gate. I'm playing as Karlach. Unfortunately, I did the animation, like the lip syncing. I saved that for the very last bit, which was yesterday. So instead, I did all of the the mouths and the poses just in different shots. Yeah. Originally it was gonna like really move around more, you know, sort of like gesticulate and stuff. And then at one point they were going to climb over the dialogue options to really just keep talking. Unfortunate that it didn't pan out that way, and you can even see, if you can see. Yeah, when I was animating, I turned all this off. Yeah, this is what my animation setup looked like. But when I was animating, you can see all of the keyframes for the reaction shots are all the way back here. And the reason for that is because if I press play on my Blender scene, okay, the FPS is really bad. And I think I also just deleted the speaker. But I had a speaker that was playing my audio so that I would be able to sync up to it. That was a bust. But yeah, I animated the reaction shots first before I had even recorded the dialogue. Because I was thinking like the dialogue, it can be anything. Just anything. And then we played again the night before I started doing the lip syncing. And then I should really just make the dialogue about how the NPCs just stop you when you're trying to walk around to start up a chat. because that sort of annoyed me, because I just like exploring. I like walking around, and if you're walking around like a big city, it's going to be full of people who are going to stop you and talk to you. So yeah, you could probably tell, but when I did the animations, usually when I animate, I have tweening on, so sort of interpolation from one key pose to the next. With this animation, I did constant keyframes, so no interpolation aside from hand animated, which makes it look a lot more like clay, and I think I might continue to do it in the future depending on how lazy I am. Oh, the way that I did the roof going away. Yeah, the way I did that is I have a big, huge pillar that is, I don't think it's, okay, it's not parented to the camera, so I hand animated this, as you can see. Hand animated it, sort of following the camera so that they can see, and then it has a boolean for it. I thought these also had the boolean, but I guess they're not being affected. Just decided not to. It's cool. Whatever. Oh, you know what? They're not showing because I didn't have it turned on in viewport mode. There you go. A lot of like silly issues I was having with this animation, where I think what happened was I rigged Lemonize first and then the Githyanki, and then the rig that I created for Lemonize was instead transferred to the Githyanki, and I thought I got rid of all the like hang-ups when I was trying to fix it, and then I accidentally didn't notice that her hands were still attached to the old rig, so that like threw me for a loop when I started animating the Githyanki. But fortunately that was very, very easy to fix. You can also tell that I had this issue because if I try to move him, it's connected to the anchor point, which is where Lemonize was standing. Making her Lemonize was kind of a really last minute decision. Like, this is what she looked like for most of the animating. It was just, you know, I think that adds more character to the character as well. A bit more design than just a simple suit of armor with a big stick. Let's come over to Premiere and have a look at all of these keyframes. So I did all of the lip syncing first before I added the reaction shots. So these are the reaction shots. If we come up here, you can see that I separated all of the different poses into 3 different layers and 3 different colors, 4 different colors. So then I had this timeline just up here on the sidebar so that it would be easier for me to do the lip syncing. Let me just mute that. So yeah, I went across just adding in all the mouth shapes, and then after that, once I'd finished doing this big huge scene, that is when I added in the reaction shots. You know, I tried to sort of make them more better directed at the start compared to how it sort of feels at points where it's just only on screen for a fraction of a second. I don't know. And as you can hear when I press play, that brings us to the music. The music is composed of a bassoon, all strings. Every single stringed instrument in the world participated in this song. And the Ace Nylon Mark 1. On my SoundCloud page, I replaced it with a cello pizzicato. Because when it's like played at full volume, it just doesn't sound as good. But then I changed this version which I think is the version you're hearing in the background of the music of this video, unless I change my mind, where all of the notes last until the next one, which just sounds better. Sorry, I keep like hitting this glass thing with my thumb. Yeah, I probably shouldn't play it if it's playing in the background of the video, but as you can see, all of the bassoon notes are top layered. All of the strings are 1 octave down, with the guitar playing on that same octave, with more notes to sort of give it a more musical theme. As you can see, the bassoon is louder, panned to the left, strings quieter, panned to the right, and the guitar is normal volume, dead center. Then, after I'd finished doing all that, I then took us over to the subtitles. As you can see, it's just a little black video box for a background to make it less awkward to look at, and the text. That's pretty straightforward, simple. Yeah, there are sound effects. The sound effects, mini sound effects, are from Rusted Resolve. No, not Rusted Resolve, Rusted Revolver. What's the name of the thing? It's the same property where I got the sound effects for Rusted Resolve from. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything there is to say on this video, unless I think of something else. Front page on Newgrounds, which is pretty cool. You know what, let's have a look at some early stuff. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is the hallway, just like block out without any materials. I placed little torches at the end to make that room look more better. And then at the end of the little work session, here's what it looked like with all the materials. You got the skylight coming in with the light shafts. Great looking. Yeah, that's everything for that. Actually, I animated the pole really poorly. You look at the way the pole moves, you can tell it's not like partners to the hand, parent of the hand, child of the hand. It was child to like the hip bone, so when I moved it, it just sort of like rolls over her ear. Yeah, it was weird. Bye-bye!